Well, the new year, it's here, right? A time when people set New Year's resolutions. We want to help you reach your goals, whatever they are. So today we're talking with Christy Weaver, Health and Fitness Manager with Cone Health. And we're going to talk about how to set realistic expectations and get some advice on how you can achieve your goals in the new year. All right, so let's talk about this. When it comes to New Year's resolutions, do you think that people should start something or should stop something? And does it actually make a difference whether you start or stop?
Well, I think it depends on each individual because we handle situations and goals differently. But also, when it comes to exercise, I think it's harder to start something new versus stop for many reasons. Most people feel overwhelmed with the amount of equipment in a fitness center. They may feel insecure about the way they look, or they may not be sure on how to start a program, exercise program. So the best thing to do, regardless of your goal, is to have some positive thoughts because typically we have self-doubt in the very beginning. So think positively, have that self-talk with yourself, encourage yourself, and therefore we'll have some positive changes to follow versus the negativity and that self-doubt. So
Okay.
for example, instead of saying, I want to lose 20 pounds, change that by saying, I want to become healthier.
Gotcha. That is more of a positive thing. You're not already starting on the negative. Okay. So let's talk about just how important it is not only to have that good self-talk, but also to have a plan.
Absolutely. So plan is very important. This will help you set up for success, but you want to make sure that it's realistic. Also attainable goals. Going back to the 20 pounds, for example, if you want to lose 20 pounds in a week, you want to ask yourself, is this realistic? Is this attainable? How am I going to reach this goal? Ideally, you only want to lose 1 to 2 pounds per week for it to be a healthy way of losing. So you want to, again, ask questions and make sure that this is something that you can reach.
Okay. And so a lot of us, like you had said, we wanted to reach it and we want to reach it kind of fast, right? Most of the resolutions that we make, we want some quick results. So advice on that, on how to kind of back ourselves up from that.
Yes. So in this industry, we see an increase in membership from January to March. Everyone has their New Year's resolutions. They're eager to start. Many times they tend to slowly disappear by March. And the reason for that is they start too quickly too soon. And therefore they may get burnt out. They may injure themselves. Again, they may not be sure on how to reach their goals. So I always encourage people to take baby steps. One small goal at a time. Allow yourself time and space to grow. Start slow and build up, but make sure you're being patient with yourself. Again, being positive. Just remember, it takes 4 weeks for us to notice and feel a difference. It takes a little bit longer for us to create that habit, and it takes a little bit longer, more than like 8 weeks, for anyone else to notice a change. So be
Gotcha.
patient.
4 weeks for us to notice any kind of benefit or change. All right. So you really have to it's not even let me check every single week. It's let me check on the month part. All right. How do we keep ourselves motivated so that we can see that light?
The first thing I would recommend is, a lot of times if we say a goal out loud or possibly journal our goal, that makes it easier for us to achieve just because we can hear it. Another thing is going back to those small goals. Reward yourself when you achieve a goal. The first step is always the hardest. So joining a fitness center and making that first step, reward yourself because that you've accomplished a goal there. Sometimes people need a workout buddy just to get you there, get you motivated, and help you, have that accountability. Sometimes we need that extra push. So I encourage you to reach out for a personal trainer. These are certified professionals that will help you motivate, not only set goals, but also help you during the process. Another thing you can do is not only write it down, but make it alert on your phone. Write it in your daily planner because that will help create a habit. Many times we find that, we may dabble in exercise and then we find ourselves walking away. Most people are either early morning exerciser or after work exercisers. So it's important to find that best time for you and write it down. Make it a habit. Make it part of your lifestyle.
Sometimes we start really strong, right? Like you said, lots of people start out in January or early February, and then as time goes by, the newness and the fun of it just kind of like wears off. And maybe we skip a day, or maybe we go back to the old ways of eating, or whatever it happens to be. So when that happens, what should we do to get back on track?
Yeah, first thing I would say is reset. Take a look at your goals. Have you accomplished any? Are they too broad? Do you need to make them smaller so that you can reach those goals? Have you reached the point where maybe you need a little help? Seek a personal trainer. Again, those are professionals that can certainly help you reach those goals. And also, we may hit a plateau and we've got to change up our routine. So we've got to figure out what's working, what's not working.
But just because you miss a day or two of exercise or you eat something bad on the weekend doesn't mean that you should just throw it all out.
Correct. Right. Stay positive. Keep reaching for those goals.
Okay. All right. So does there come a time, though, when you need to say, all right, this resolution just isn't working, or that you just need to switch it up or switch focus?
Yeah, absolutely. Don't give up, or again, remain positive. But again, take a step back. Look at how far you've come, what challenges you have overcome, what can you do to adjust to make your goals a reality. And do you need to, again, seek a trainer for help or assistance?
Or a dietitian or somebody like that, right? Somebody that can help you think of other things to make besides the four things that you're eating every single, day. All right, so any other approaches about setting successful New Year's resolutions that maybe we haven't thought of or we haven't talked about?
Yeah, I would say going back to that positive self-talk, choose a word to shape your year, a word that can help fulfill what you want to achieve in your life, to better your life and maybe those around you. We did this activity in a meeting today, and 4 words that stood out to me was excellence. Not that you have to be perfect, but excellence, peace, growth, and determination. So maybe choose a word that really hits home to you and something that will help you, find that purpose and that goal.
All right, and there's resources available at Cone Health to help reach those goals in 2024?
Yeah, conehealth.com will certainly give you some tips and resources there. Also, conehealth.com/wellness matters is another source. And where I am is at Sagewell at conehealth.com, where you'll find a variety of fitness classes, personal training opportunities. We launched a Right Start program in September, which are to help those that we just talked about that needs an extra push or start to reset their exercise program. And then we also offer Nutrition U. You mentioned a dietitian. This is a professional dietitian that will start a 4-week program come January 17th. So we have a teaching kitchen here at Sagewell, and so we have a variety of different opportunities for folks.
And yeah, what a difference it makes when you actually do an exercise that you like to do, or you eat foods that you actually like to eat versus something on some plan that you pulled off the internet that you're like, I don't like any of these things, but I'm going to do it anyway, right?